Good morning all. Welcome to this online teaching portal of subject microbiology. Today's topic is nitrogen cycle and it's a last topic of this unit soil microbiology, and it is one of the important biogeochemical cycle in the atmosphere. So let's start nitrogen cycle. So nitrogen, it is the major constituent of atmospheric gases as well as in the biological system, because it is about 78% by volume in the earth atmosphere, and it's also important cellular constituent element in most of the biomolecules, which include the protein, enzyme, nucleic acid, chlorophyll, etc. And these biomolecules play an important role in the metabolic activity of living organisms. So mostly the plants, animal and most of the microorganism depend on the source of combined or fixed nitrogen, which includes ammonia and nitrate or organic nitrogen compound for their nutrition and growth. So atmospheric nitrogen is a chemically inert, and therefore this atmospheric nitrogen cannot be directly utilized by the most of the living organisms and plants. So usually the plant utilize the inorganic highly oxidized nitrogen in the form of ammonia and nitrate to make their cellular constituent for the growth and development. But near about 95% to 98% soil nitrogen is in the organic form, which restrict the development of living organism, which includes plants and microorganisms. Therefore, the cyclic transformation of nitrogen and nitrogenous compound mediated by the soil microorganism is of paramount importance in supplying the required form of nitrogen to the plants and various nutritional classes of organisms in the biosphere. So now let's move on the form of nitrogen. In nature, nitrogen exists in three different forms. First is gaseous form, near about 78 to 80% in the atmosphere. Second form is organic form, which includes the proteins, amino acids, enzymes, chitins, nucleic acids, amino sugars. And the last one is inorganic form, which includes ammonia and nitrates. So here we can see here the various form of nitrogen occur in nature. Now let's move on the nitrogen cycle. So nitrogen cycle is a gaseous type of biogeochemical cycle. Why? Because the reservoir of nitrogen element here is the atmosphere, and the most of the transformation of nitrogen takes place in the gaseous state. That's why it is a gaseous type of biogeochemical cycle. Now you can see here the diagrammatic representation of nitrogen cycle. So start with the atmospheric nitrogen. So some of the atmospheric nitrogen is fixed during the biological nitrogen fixation by symbiotic and non-symbiotic nitrogen fixing or microorganism in soil, and it reduce it to the nitrogenous compound which it make it available for the plant, and this animal then obtain this nitrogen by utilizing plant as a food. And after the death of this animal, plant and the microorganism, these nitrogenous compound are undergo decomposition by various soil microorganisms which includes bacteria and fungi and release inorganic form of nitrogen, that is ammonia, nitrate and nitrates, which are again made available to the plant and the microorganism for the growth. And some kind of microorganism, that is nothing but the denitrifying bacteria, convert these nitrates or nitrite into the atmospheric nitrogen, and now this atmospheric nitrogen is back into the atmosphere and continue the nitrogen cycle in the biosphere. So this sequence of change from atmospheric nitrogen to fixed and inorganic nitrogen, then simple nitrogenous organic compound, then complex nitrogenous organic compound in the plants, animals and microorganisms, and then eventually the release of this nitrogen back into the atmosphere, and this is referred as a nitrogen cycle. So because of this nitrogen cycle, the percentage of nitrogen in the atmosphere is remain constant, and it is near about 78%. Now here we have to discuss nitrogen cycle in detail. So there are total 4 stages involved in the nitrogen cycle, and these are biological nitrogen fixation, ammonification or mineralization, nitrification and denitrification. So first is biological nitrogen fixation. It includes two kind of biological nitrogen fixation: symbiotic and non-symbiotic. In symbiotic, many species of rhizobium bacteria in soil fix the atmospheric nitrogen by symbiotic association with the legume plants, and this nitrogen fixation is known as symbiotic nitrogen fixation. So in this case, the rhizobium bacteria fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil and provide this nitrogenous compound to the legume plant, while the legume plants, instead of this nitrogenous compound, provides carbon source and shelter to this rhizobium. So in such way that in the association, both this rhizobium and legume symbiotically fix this atmospheric nitrogen into the soil, and this process is known as symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Now second is non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Here the certain free living soil microorganisms independently fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the soil, and this process is known as non-symbiotic nitrogen fixation. And here the free living microorganisms are Azobacter, Azomonas, Bengerica, Clostridium, Desulfovibrio, etc. These microorganisms fix the atmospheric nitrogen independently into the soil. So here the atmospheric nitrogen fixed by symbiotically or non-symbiotically and reduced into ammonia and other nitrogenous compound in the soil, and now these nitrogenous compound are utilized by the plants and microorganisms to synthesize their cellular constituent for growth, and after that the animals obtain this nitrogenous by feeding on plants and prepare their organic nitrogenous compound for growth. And finally, after the death of plants, animal and microorganism, this organic nitrogenous compound are deposited in the soil. So this is the first stage of nitrogen cycle, that is biological nitrogen fixation. Now second stage of nitrogen cycle is ammonification. In the process of ammonification, the organic nitrogenous compound deposited in the soil after the death of plants, animal and microorganism undergo decomposition and liberate ammonia, and this process is known as ammonification process. In the process of ammonification, there are several soil microorganisms involved, and these are Clostridium, Micrococcus, Proteus, etc. So usually the ammonification process takes place in two stages. First is proteolysis and second is deamination. Proteolysis is nothing but the degradation of complex protein compound, that is protein enzyme, which are deposited in the soil after the death of plant, animal and microorganism into the simple amino acid, and this process is known as proteolysis. If you split this word proteolysis into proteo and lysis, lysis means breakdown and proteo means protein. So proteolysis is nothing but the breakdown of protein into simple amino acid. So here the proteolytic enzyme protease produced by soil microorganism first degrade this protein into peptides, and which are further degraded to amino acid by the enzyme peptidase. And the second stage is deamination. So in case of deamination process, there is a removal of amino group from amino acid or ammonium compound, and there is a liberation of ammonia, and this process is referred as deamination. So here I am taking one example of amino acid, alanine. Here the alanine is deaminated by the enzyme deaminase and liberate ammonia along with the organic acid, that is pyruvic acid. So most of the soil microorganisms involved in this proteolysis and deamination process, and these are Pseudomonas, Bacillus, Proteus, Clostridium, Histolyticum, Micrococcus, Aspergillus, Penicillium, etc. So now third step is nitrification. So what is nitrification? So nitrification is the conversion of ammonia to nitrate by soil microorganism, and this process is known as nitrification. Or simply we can say that there is an oxidation of ammonia to nitrate is nothing but the nitrification. As like the ammonification, nitrification is also a two-stage process, and each stage is performed by a different group of bacteria. The first stage is oxidation of ammonia to nitrite, and it is brought by ammonium oxidizing bacteria, and examples are Nitrosomonas europaea, Nitrosococcus nitrosus, Nitrosphaeria bricensis, and Nitrovibrio and Nitrocystis, and this process is known as nitrosophication reaction. So you can see here the reaction where the ammonia is oxidized into the nitrite. This is the first stage in the nitrification reaction, that is nothing but the oxidation of ammonia to nitrite. Now the second stage in the nitrification reaction is the oxidation of nitrite to nitrate by nitrite oxidizing bacteria such as Nitrobacter, Winogradsky, Nitrospira grassis, etc. And there are several fungi also involved in this process, which includes Penicillium, Aspergillus, and some actinomycetes. So here the nitrite is oxidized into a nitrate by nitrite oxidizing bacteria, which includes the most common Nitrobacters. So now this nitrate, it is the most oxidizing inorganic nitrogen compound in the nature, and this inorganic highly oxidizing nitrogenous compound, that is nothing but the nitrate, are directly utilized by the most of the microorganisms and plants to make their cellular constituent for the growth and development. So now let's move on the last stage of nitrogen cycle, and that is denitrification. So denitrification is the totally reverse process of nitrification, where the nitrates are reduced to nitrites and then to nitrogen gas and ammonia. So eventually finally the nitrogen gas is released and back into the atmosphere and continue the nitrogen cycle in the atmosphere. This process is also called as dissimilarity nitrate reduction, because the nitrate, that is nitrogen, is completely lost into the atmosphere. Now you can see over here the nitrate denitrification process, how it is takes place. So start with the nitrate, then it reduce to nitrites, then nitric oxides and nitrous oxide, and finally into the nitrogen gas. And this nitrogen gas release into the atmosphere and continue the nitrogen cycle. So that's why this nitrogen denitrification reaction is very important process, because it maintain the nitrogen balance in the atmosphere and the soil. So this is the last stage of nitrogen cycle. So mostly the denitrification process occur in paddy field, and the important bacteria which are involved in this process are Thiobacillus, Micrococcus, and the species of Pseudomonas bacillus, Achromobacter, and Serratia, Paracoccus, etc. So these are the soil bacteria generally involved in the denitrification process. So denitrification process lead to the loss of nitrogen from the soil, and that's why it's consider this denitrification process as a undesirable process from the soil, because it reduces the soil fertility and agriculture productivity. Although this denitrification is an undesirable reaction from the agriculture productivity point of view, but it is a major ecological importance, because without the denitrification, the supply of nitrogen, including nitrogen of the atmosphere, would have not got depleted, and the nitrate which would have accumulated in the soil and water. That's why the nitrification reaction, denitrification reaction, it is has some importance in the atmosphere. So now let's back into the previous slide, that is nitrogen cycle. Here I am repeating I am repeating here the all four stages. So here in the nitrogen cycle, total 4 stages are involved. First is fixation of nitrogen. It could be a symbiotic or non-symbiotic. Second is aminification reaction. Third one is nitrification, and lastly the denitrification process. These 4 processes involved in the nitrogen cycle. So in first process, what happens? The nitrogen, atmospheric nitrogen, is fixed by symbiotic and non-symbiotic bacteria by the process of biological nitrogen fixation, and it reduced into the nitrogenous compound. And now this nitrogenous compound is converted into a oxidized form of nitrogen, that is in the nitrite, then nitrates, and then it make available to the plants. And now this plant utilize this nitrate to make their cellular constituent for growth and development. And animal obtain this nitrogenous compound by feeding on plants. And after the death of animal, plant and microorganism, the nitrogenous compound is deposited into the soil, which undergo decomposition and liberate ammonia. And this process is nothing but the ammonification process. And now this ammonia is converted again into the nitrite and nitrate, which make it available for the plants. And the last step is denitrification reaction, where it is the total reverse process of nitrification. And here this nitrate reduced into nitrite and then finally into the atmospheric nitrogen. And this atmospheric nitrogen now release into the atmosphere and continue the nitrogen cycle. So the nitrogen cycle maintain the nitrogen in the atmosphere. So this is all about the nitrogen cycle. So stay home, stay safe, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you very much.